Assalamu alaikum and hello again. Now we are talking about the topic 6.14 recognition systems. It's in our books in the textbook page 125. Recognition systems.
A computer is any electronic device that can receive data from input devices, perform some sort of process on that data, and then output the result. An input device is a piece of hardware that introduces data into the system from the outside world. A number of specialized input technologies have been developed to deal with specific situations. This chapter addresses 4 of those technologies, namely OCR, OMR, MICR, and ANPR.
OCR, in terms of input devices, stands for Optical Character Recognition. OCR is not itself an input device, but a technology that uses an input device called a scanner. A scanner takes a picture of a document from very close range and usually looks like the top half of a photocopier. At this point, the scanned document is simply an image of the text, and the computer does not know which characters make up the text. OCR software is then used to try and interpret the characters in the image, ideally converting the picture of text into simply text. The technology is not perfect and can be impeded by smudges and stains on a page. OCR is a technology that is used to help digitize books in a way that makes their content accessible to search engines.
OMR stands for Optical Mark Recognition. Just like OCR, the input device used is a scanner. Pre-printed pieces of paper are used for OMR scanners, which contain spaces where a mark can either be made or not made. This mark may have been made by someone using a pencil, or it might have been printed onto the page. This has a number of applications, including lottery tickets and answer sheets for multiple choice questions. Based on the type of document being scanned, the marks would be expected in certain locations. For a multiple choice answer paper, for example, a mark at a certain point might indicate an answer of option C for question 12.
MICR stands for Magnetic Ink Character Recognition. This technology uses a scanner that detects magnetic particles. The unique combination of numbers printed at the bottom of a check is actually printed using magnetic ink. This number can be read quickly and accurately by the MICR scanner to allow the fast processing of checks. These scanners can't tell how much the check is written out for, since this won't have been written in magnetic ink.
ANPR stands for Automatic Number Plate Recognition and is a technology that requires a digital camera as an input device. ANPR is widely used by the police to automate identification of car number plates. When a car passes an ANPR camera, a photograph is taken of the registration plate. This is then converted to text and searched for in a database. If the vehicle is not taxed or insured, or if there is some other issue, the police are then immediately notified by the technology. The technology is also used to find stolen cars and cars which have been found in crimes. A single camera can be set up on a bridge above a motorway, photographing and checking many vehicles without human involvement.
And now recognition systems. We are talking about MICR, OCR, OMR, and also the RFID. These are the input devices that we have used to see in chapter 2. Now, when we talk about them, we can give an example about the school registers. Now, as previously we said that we have automatic registration for the schools, but if we don't have the automatic registration and we have no biometrics for these students or magnetic cards, so it will be manual, it will be paper-based systems. And to use this, the paper-based registers are often scanned into the computer using the OMR, so the attendance records are then stored on the central database. And this is an example for one of the sheets which will be filled by a pen or pencil, then it will be entered to the computer using this OMR. Now, using the multiple choice question papers, the MCQ, here it's talking about completed multiple choice forms are scanned using OMR, as we saw in some clips and videos, which is displaying how it is used. Now the forms have timing marks down on the side, which is under each first column. These are the sensors to indicate the position of each question on the paper. Now, using OMR software, a template is created to map out the XY coordinates of each losing. Now, after this, we have that each MCQ is scanned and the light passes the scanner, which picks the position of each losing, which has been filled by pencil or ink. The position of the filled in losings is compared to the corresponding coordinates on the answer sheet or template. If the position matching the XY coordinates, then the answer is recorded as being correct, but if it is not in the coordinates, it will not be a correct answer. And also, if we have a multiple answers for the same question, also it will not be recorded as a correct mark. Now, automatic number plate recognition, ANPR system, it is used for the cars, as the system here for the car is using a number plate on the car in number of applications. Now we have the ANPR is used in the car park to enable the entry and the exit to be automatically controlled by the computer system. So no needs for tickets, just to sign in the time of entrance for this park and also the time out to calculate the ticket and the amount of money you have to pay for parking. It is just only scanned by the camera, and on the exit point it will be calculated automatically using the computer system. Now we have the steps. Now step 1, sensors detect the vehicle and send signal to the microprocessor to instruct camera to capture an image of the front of the vehicle. Then an algorithm is used to locate and isolate the number plate from the image taken by the camera. This algorithm takes into account the size of the number plate and if any damage or the orientation. Now it will take this plate and separate it in this order, just to make it entered to the computer, as it is done by keyboard, but it is not done manually, it is done just only automatically. Now step 3, once all of this has happened, as registering and putting in the computer the data of this plate, the car park barrier is raised and the motorist is issued with a ticket. The ticket shows the date and the time of entering the car park, and some systems now are not issuing tickets, it's just only saved in the computer system. Now step 4, when the motorist returns to the car park, they insert their ticket into the machine, which calculates the car park charges. The payment is registered on the database and everything will be okay. Now we have received the end of our lesson. Have a nice day and see you again.